So many people have been giving it the best reviews because it is so cool, and it's going to keep you warm. This is the infrared deluxe stove with real flame sound. I don't know if you can hear it. Can you hear the crackling? And we might be able to put it louder so you can hear that crackling noise here in a moment. But this is going to create that soothing ambiance in your home as well as keep you warm. It's on a great sale price today, $84.99 to get it home. Original price was about $140. If you look out in the market, this retails for about $150, but this is a stellar price today. You're getting it home for under $29 on a flex pay. Now we have 3 colors to choose from. You're looking at it in the black, white. The white you see on the screen we don't have in stock right now, so that's the one you're seeing on the screen. But in studio, we have a taupe, so it's not white, but we have a taupe. We also have black. We also have a blue. So 3 different colors. Comes with remote. And you know, I'm not going to tell you all the details because Carrie McNally is here, and he's going to be the one to tell you all the amazing details on this huge customer pick. Hey, Carrie.
Hi.
It's good to see you.
Where's the camera? Where are we? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's this one? Oh, hi. It's so cold in here. I lost track of where everything was. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning,
How are
Gary.
you?
I'm
It's so great to see you again.
I'm good now that I'm standing here because of the heat.
It is remarkable. So for those at home, some of the inside baseball, behind the scenes stuff is that television studios are kept at freezing temperatures. The reason is because right above me are like 1,000 lights. They create so much heat, you have to turn the air conditioner way down in the television studio. And that's why I become one of the most popular guys at HSN. Yeah. I mean, aside from the sweater. But no, these are remarkable space heaters, right? First and foremost, they're gorgeous. They look and feel like old potbelly stoves. One of the biggest rages when you talk about those flipping shows where they renovate a place, they go out and they buy, you know, this $5,000 potbelly stove. They drill a hole in the wall, get a permit, the whole thing. The challenge there is you got to cut wood, you got to take out the ashes, and by the way, once you fire up a potbelly stove, there's no going back. It's going to be like 150 degrees in your cabin or your home. This is perfectly adjustable, and if you are new to infrared heating technology, welcome on board. It is the latest and the greatest way to heat a space because unlike gas or electric or forced air or even oil, it doesn't immediately take all the moisture out of the air. So it's not going to dry out your eyes, your sinuses, your throat. That's why people love it so much. It heats you subcutaneously. That's a big word. From the inside out, like a warm bowl of soup or a hug or stepping into the sunshine on a cold winter's day. That's the beauty of infrared heating technology. Now you have lots of versatility and most importantly, 2 very, very important safety features, right? So if it ever heats up for any reason or overheats, it will shut itself off. If it ever tips over, forward, backward, left or right, it has a pendulum kill switch. So before it actually hits the ground, it will shut itself off. So 2 very important safety features, right? When we grew up, I grew up on Long Island, not far from the beach, in Long Beach, Long Island, in Nassau County. It was freezing in the winter because of the wind coming off the ocean. So we had to close off rooms to save money in the house. And we actually turned on kerosene heaters, and it was my job to go downstairs. So this is super safe, super affordable. It weighs only 12 pounds. 12 pounds, so it's completely portable. You have the flame effect, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's the same 3D technology that they have in Hollywood. When you see a feature film or you're binge watching your favorite romantic series and there's a fireplace in the background, it's the same exact technology. And not only you can see the flames coming up from the logs, you can actually see the ambers glowing as well. Look how beautiful that is.
It's gorgeous.
And this is where the heat comes from, the top. That's the ultraviolet, those are the infrared bulbs right there. And what happens is this unit that has a very small footprint, it's only 22 inches tall, it's 18.5 inches wide, and it's only 13 inches deep, it will heat a space over 450 square feet in a matter of minutes.
Wow.
That is the equivalent of your kitchen and your living room. And this can save you a small fortune. This is what we grew up with. these old electric heaters that you would turn on and they would make all this noise and they would smell at first. And now we have the latest and the greatest state-of-the-art technology, infrared heating bulbs. They emit this subcutaneous heat that's way more efficient, and it does not dry out the air in the room that you're in. So if you want to heat a space, your bedroom, absolutely. In a matter of minutes, you'll get it to the temperature that you want. I like to use the analogy of a 2-car garage. That's about 450 to 600 square feet, and that's what this is rated to heat up. Here's a great example. Look at the living room. The living room is 418 square feet. The kitchen is 176. So if we're talking about 400 to 600 square feet, you're covered there. Bedrooms run around 150 to 200 square feet. The bedroom office, that bedroom up at the top right, and the lower bedroom, the master bedroom down the bottom. This will heat up a space like that in a matter of minutes. And I always like to say this too. Take the zone heating challenge. And by the way, it takes about 2 minutes to just put the legs on. They snap in and there's one Phillips head screw. And you can use it with the remote, that's included. But turn the thermostat down. I know we're right in the middle of winter, so we've got a few months to go before things warm up. Take the zone heating challenge. Turn the thermostat in the house, the apartment, the co-op, or the condominium down. Turn it down to a temperature that might be uncomfortable. Like, let's say 62 degrees. Turn it down to 62 degrees, and you say to yourself, wow, that's going to save me a lot of money. Great. Now, take your warm living heater, put it in that room, and turn it up to 72 degrees. It will be 72 degrees in that room.
I mean, it's phenomenal, and the reviews on this are amazing. I know we're gonna try to turn this up so we can hear the crackling noise here in a moment because it mimics a real fire, but I want to read you some of these reviews. Someone said, I have a gas fireplace, but I don't use it because of the smell. This mimics the fireplace with crackling sound. I love it. P.S. It warms the room up quicker than my gas fireplace.
Right.
That was one of the reviews. Another reviewer said, this heater exceeded all of my expectations. It's powerful and quiet, and I love the fireplace. I highly recommend. Someone else said, I love the flame effect. I have a small Siamese cat, and she likes to lie in front of it and watch the flame.
If you have a fur baby, I have 2 cats, Callie and Sally McNally, and we have a big Labrador Retriever, Olive. She's amazing. She's 5. The cats are getting older. But if you have fur babies, this is where they're going to hang out, right here. They're going to be on the floor in front of the heater. It's primal. It's how we ended up with this amazing relationship with pets, because we could make a fire. And they were like, oh, that looks like it's really warm. It is warm. Let me go over there and help them out. You know, and I'll bark when a predator comes.
But this is perfect. I mean, think about that too, right? And maybe you don't want to heat the whole house. Maybe you don't want to spend the money to do that. But you also want to create that beautiful ambiance. This is the way to do it. Now, think about a space heater, right? How much do they cost? They cost a lot of money, and they're never going to be on sale when you want it to be. This is, right now we're in the middle of winter. Winter's not going anywhere. It was just 30 degrees here in Florida. It snowed in Florida, right? We got 8 or 10 inches towards the north of Florida in the Panhandle. So this is something that you definitely will use, and even when you don't have to use the heating modes, you can still have that ambiance of that fire without the heat. So this is something you can certainly use all year round. Wouldn't you agree, Carrie?
Oh, when I sit down at the end of a long day and my wife and I want to binge watch a series, we were just watching the Diplomat, which is a really cool show, international intrigue and all that other stuff. She'll say to me, "Can you run to the garage and get the heater?" And I'm like, "It's not that hot. It's not that cold outside."
Yeah.
She goes, "I just want the ambiance."
Right.
Right. So I come in, I turn the flame effect up to 4. You have 4 different volumes, if you will, or settings for the flame effect itself. And I put it up and I turn the heater off. And so you have that lovely romantic ambiance that you get with a fireplace without any heat if you don't want it. So this is a year-round purchase. If you have yet to discover infrared heating technology, welcome, come on in. It's a new year, try a new thing. And as you so eloquently put it, if you just want to heat up the room that you're in and save a lot of money, right? Every house is different, so we can't be specific about how much or what percentage you can save. But the reality is, if this is at 72, 73, 74, and that's what you're comfortable being at, right? The rest of the house is at 62.
Right.
Think about it. It's that timeless analogy. I'm going to make some pasta. So I'm just going to boil some water. But let me turn on all of the burners. you would never do that. But yet that's what we're doing. We're heating the whole house.
Right.
And yet we're spending a preponderance of our time in 1 or 2 rooms.
And why do that, right?
Right.
Now you don't have to. Now black is the most popular. I want to remind everyone, get this home. You can try it. You have 30 days. But this is something that is extremely popular. We have 3 colors left. You can still grab one of these on the sale price of under $85. And the heat really, I mean, it's substantial. I can feel it. The reviews will tell you so. Go to hsn.com, read those reviews. This is a no-brainer. It's going to help with that electric bill, possibly. It could also going to help you stay warm, but also create that ambiance. We have Valentine's Day coming up. How cute would it be to have dinner and have that little fireplace?
Oh, I guarantee
here?
you.
I mean, right?
Yes, I will have. So I take a lot of pride. My brilliant and beautiful wife, Kara, she likes Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And we have these 2 different languages of love, right? She likes to hear. She likes things,
okay,
right? And deeds.
Oh, okay.
Right? And I just need to hear good, like
words
positive
of affirmation and
That's
positive
right.
reinforcement.
So,
Okay,
So
okay.
I clean the whole house. That makes her happy.
Yes.
You know, if I set things up and make dinner and do a lot of deeds and things like that, that makes her happy. Oh, fireplace, you know, or ambiance is on the. It's definitely on the list because I'm also a producer. I'm not just an on-air guy. I'm always producing everything. I'm like, the lights in here are too bright. You know, like that music isn't loud enough. You know, I'm always trying to. You know,
These
and
are
I think
so
a lot
cute.
of us are like that, right? We're always trying to make things as nice as they possibly can be.
And what
this
a way
is
to do it.
Wonderful way to do it, especially around the holidays and or something romantic. But even just with you and your fur babies hanging out watching TV, if you do love your cats, you love your dogs, you love your animals, this is where they're going to congregate. And the idea that you can do this with a remote control with those 2 great safety features is just a super win.
And correct me if I'm wrong here. I want to make sure I understand because I think we can customize what that heat temperature is, right?
Well, we have 2 settings.
Right.
Correct.
So
there's a high and a low. The low is at 1,000 watts.
1,000 watts.
And then the high is at 1,500 watts.
Okay.
So this is 400 to 600 square feet in a matter of minutes.
Gotcha.
That's what it's rated for. Scientifically, it's going to heat up that room. And I always like to use the analogy of a 2-car garage. Now, that's just an analogy because 2-car garages are not usually insulated the way a home is, right? But if you put this in a kitchen, living room space, it's going to be exactly the temperature that you want. And oftentimes, some people don't have control. I sent one of these to my stepmom, who is in her 80s. I think she's 86 at this point, because she's in assisted living and does not have control over the heat and the air conditioning in her specific unit.
Okay.
And she thought it was a godsend. She just loved the idea of being able to control the temperature. And you know, Bobby was talking about this earlier, and it's so true. As we get older, you know, when I love washing my hands in the winter with really hot water. I don't know why. It feels so good on my joints, you know, and the same thing with my knees and my back. I was in the Marines. I have sort of a chronic bad back, but the heat is just so soothing on so many levels. So congratulations if you treated yourself this morning to this, or if you're getting it as a gift. Remember, 2 of the most important safety features are built into this technology. 1, if it were ever to overheat, it shuts itself off. If it were ever to tip forward, backward, sideways, it will shut itself off before it hits the ground. And you have the latest technology in infrared heat, so it does not dry out the air in the room that you're in.
Right, and in terms of the safety features, you're not having to, you know, my sister gets scared every time she has to put the fireplace on because it's gas. You heard on one of the reviews, they said this heated up quicker than her gas fireplace did, and then she didn't have to deal with the smell, right? So this is something that you are absolutely going to use. You're going to absolutely love this, just like so many people who have taken the time to put those reviews on. Now, right now you're seeing this, right, without that hearing that crackling noise. Is there a way that we can put that on,
I don't know
Carrie?
if we're going to be able to hear it on TV.
Okay, so we're not going to hear it, but it sounds like a real fire.
Yeah, it's a real crack, and you can turn that on or off.
Right,
That's the other part. You can have it on or you can have it off. And the same with the flame effect. Let me just do this real quickly. If you open up this door, and this is the first model that actually has the door open the way a real potbelly stove would. Notice here that we have these large LED displays, and these are basically the control panels, and you can do them with this, or you can use the remote. Either one, you've got that opportunity. So right here to the left, that's pretty basic. It says power, and then this is the heater. If I want to go ahead and turn the power back on, I can turn the heater on to high. That's 1,500 watts. And now you can can you hear the crackling?
Oh, we can hear the crackling.
A little bit of...
I can hear it here. I don't know if you can hear it at home.
Yeah,
but
it's hard to hear at home. And then here's my flame effect. I have 4 separate settings on that. I can turn it off completely, still have the heat on, or I can turn it on and turn the heater off. So you have all this versatility. There's also a timer here. If I want to have this turn on before I wake up in the morning,
yeah.
I can set this within a 12-hour period. If you wake up every day, and let's say it's 7 a.m., you can have this turn on at 6:30.
Oh, so it's nice and
warms
cozy
up
and
the
warm.
room before you get in. Conversely, you know, if you come home every day at a certain time, have it turn on about a half an hour before you get home. Safety features, latest technology, gorgeous design, and an ambiance that otherwise would cost you a small fortune.
You are going to love it. Make sure that you grab yours. 873719 is the item number. Remember, you're picking from the 3 different colors that you're seeing here, but this is such a great steal at $28.33 to get home on FlexPay. You will not regret it. You're going to love it. It was so good to see you, Carrie.
So good to see
and
you.
Thank you for bringing
Good
me
morning.
the warmth. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm trying to
Oh, by the way,
warm
we
over
started
here.
out with 6 colors. They're all gone.
Right.
The other 3 are sold out. So jump on this now. And thank you so much for shopping with us.
No, definitely. It was good to see you, Carrie.
Likewise.
I'm going to try to stay warm. I know you
Okay,
will
I'm
because
gonna
you're going
head
to be
this way.
over here. But I wanted to mention really quick what I'm wearing because everyone